I'm TarotOracle, and I have a theory that we're about to get an increase in price in tarot decks. Now, why do I say that? Well, the got a couple of indications, and this is just a theory, but I think the price of basically tarot decks is going to go up. The reason I say that is because there's some clues out there that are letting me know that the price of things involving paper are basically going up. Okay, here's step number one, which is DVG. If you're not aware, they're a huge board gaming company. And we're going to be looking at board games a lot here, so prepare yourself. Basically, they're saying the price of paper goes up every couple of years. I mean, obviously, everything goes up every couple of years. However, the price now of paper products is going up about 20%. Which normally they just absorb the cost increase. So normally maybe, I guess it's 5%, 7%, or whatever. Anyway, now it's 20%. It is 20%. So they're going to have to jack the price of their board games. Again, that is corrugated cardboard and whatnot, but it does involve paper. Now, let's go to why are paper products going up in price? Which was from 2 days ago. Basically, commodity costs have led to a price increase. Basically, raw materials are going up, et cetera, et cetera. There are other reasons, but we'll look at, again, more examples. There's a lot of examples here, so we'll look at that. But basically, they're saying the price of paper products is going up. This is like the fourth, fifth, sixth different thing I've seen talking about this. Now, let's go to board games. This is Primal. Huge, huge board game. They basically said that if you pledge now, you can lock in a price. But later, it's going up 20%. Bottom line, right? There will be a cost of late pledge. So the price for late pledges will be higher. You can expect a 10, 20% increase. Okay. So it basically, do it now because later the price is going up. I mean, they're talking about like May, June, some of the things that I have seen. So basically, I think the prices are going up. Again, just a theory. Now let's look at another one. Aeon Trespass, big board game. Big board game. Their core pledge, like a couple of months ago, was 129, like core game, right? Core game. And then they went to GameFound, which is where you go after the Kickstarter's over. And now the same thing. Again, this is not a different pledge. This is the same freaking pledge. Went from 129 to 199. They increased it by $70 freaking dollars. The base pledge increased by $70. Again, the price just jacked. And you look at Kickstarter as well. Kickstarter, like you're looking $35 decks. A year, 2 years. You remember 2 years ago, they're $35. That's what you paid for a deck of cards. $35, right? You remember I got the cat tarot, the Grimalkin tarot, the kitty tarot. In a tin, I got it in a tin for $30. You remember that? I got a bunch of decks off Kickstarter for $35. My Kickstarter was $35. That's what you pay for the deck of cards. That was both of my Kickstarters with $35. Well, I think one was $39, but it's still like $30. Okay, and you look at the Kickstarter for this deck, which had a deluxe box. It came with a cloth. You had a couple of pins that came in the package. You had a book. I mean, you had a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. The Grimalkin Tarot came with a book for $35. Most of the decks a year ago, were $30. 30-ish bucks. Okay. That was $50 for this deluxe package. Basically, I get a nice box, nice hardbound box. Okay. I get a cloth. I get like a ton of stuff. It was just a ton of stuff. And it was $50 for the early backers. That's what it was. That was last year. It wasn't like 20 years ago. Okay. This year, what do I get? I get a custom tuck box with a deck of cards Base price, $50. The Curious Travels Tarot deck, $50. And that's just not the only tarot deck on Kickstarter that warms up at $50. You look at the Tarot Bot. You remember that? That was 2020. This is not 10 years ago. This is last year. Last year, the Tarot Bot in a tuck box was $35. This year, the Tarot Bot in a hardbound box is $50. It's $50. Okay? I'm just saying, I realize they're including a book this time. It's a hardbound box, but still, that's not cheap. Look at this deck. This deck is a recolored, reskinned recolored, reskinned Visconti. All right. If you want it to be signed, which I signed every one of my decks for free. I signed every one of my decks for free. But if you want this person to sign your deck, and you're going to pay $105 shipped. That's it. $105 to get it shipped. If you want it not signed, I think it was still 90 something freaking. It's a lot. This is not cheap. Back in the old days, you would go to a Baba Studio deck and you'd get it for $75 and you'd be like, oh my God, that's expensive. Now, half the Kickstarters are $70. We go for a TDM. TDM, a hardbound box, is $90. It's $90 for a TDM in a hardbound box. I'm just saying, all the prices on Kickstarter have gone jacked up. So what am I doing about it? Me personally, I do not recommend you do anything. I'm telling you, my theory is the price of paper is going to go up this summer. That's my theory. So what am I going to do? I pre-ordered a lot of stuff off Amazon. Why? Because you don't have to pay for it until they ship it. That's basically the only reason I did it. I pre-ordered as much as I could that I knew that I want, which is the Curious Creatures, the Orion's Animal, Alice in Wonderland, all the stuff that I know I'm going to want that's not coming out until, October, December, September. I pre-ordered it because it's free and it locks the price. So if they jack the price 20, 30%, whatever they're going to do, I pre-ordered it and it's locked. So I don't have to pay more. That was my idea. I didn't go ham and pre-order 100 decks. I just pre-ordered like a few that, you know me. I pre-ordered a few that I want, that I guarantee that I'm going to want. So that's what I did because I don't have to pay until later. And if it doesn't go up, I can always cancel if I want to. But if it does go up, now I got the price locked in. Second thing I'm doing is I'm printing my decks, reprinting it just in case. Because paying 20% more for a deck of $20 cards, that's not a problem. Let's face it. You're paying $4. Who cares? But reprinting a deck, if that goes up 20%, I'm out $1,000. So, yeah. I don't want to pay $1,000. A $20, 20% increase, I'm fine. $4, that's okay. I'll live. But reprinting my deck and paying an extra $1,000, I don't think so. So I'm reprinting my decks. So that's what I'm doing about it. Again, I do not recommend you do anything. I am just throwing out a loose prediction based upon empirical evidence that the price of things are going up, the price of paper, the price of games is significantly going up. I'm noticing the price of things on Kickstarter is going up. I'm noticing the price is going up. And it's going to be, I believe, a small increase. It's going to be a small increase of 20%, which doesn't matter for mass market stuff, but basically, I am just throwing out a prediction for a paper hike. And that is my prediction, and that is my video. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. As always, please comment. What do you think? What do you predict about paper hike? Are we going to see an increase? Are we going to see a 20% increase like here? Let me know. I'm curious. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.